In this section, we will implement jumping obstacles to add another layer of challenge to the game. These obstacles will require the player to time their jumps accurately to clear the hurdle. By introducing jumping mechanics, we will enhance gameplay dynamics and create a more engaging experience for players. In the Unity editor, navigate to the prefabs folder within the old plastic_barrier folder. Locate the plastic_barrier 04_red prefab and select it. Double-click to open it in the inspector, reset its transform, and resize it to 1.5 and 1.2 in the X and Y axes, respectively. Set the prefabs tag to obstacle. Next, add a mesh collider component and a rigid body component. In the rigid body settings, check the is kinematic option and enable the freeze position and freeze rotation constraints. Drag and drop this obstacle into the scene and position it at 0, 0, 20 in the X, Y, and Z axes. Then, go to the Scripts folder and duplicate the BodyCollision script. Rename the duplicated script to FootCollision and open it in Visual Studio. Change the class name to FootCollision. In the onTriggerEnter function, update the animation trigger from hit_body to hit_foot. In the Unity editor, locate the left toe base GameObject in the scene hierarchy and attach the FootCollision script to it. Drag and drop the AJ GameObject into the animator and player controller fields of the FootCollision component. Add an audio source component to the AJ GameObject, assign it to the audio source field, and set the Pane5 audio clip from the audio folder to the Clip Collide field. Copy the component settings. Navigate to the right toe base GameObject in the scene hierarchy and add the copied component settings to a new component. Click play to test the setup. Let the player collide with the obstacle to verify the fall animation and scene restart functionality. After the game restarts, test sliding under the obstacle again. If you fail, try again until successful. You can also adjust the timescale value in the player controller component to 0.5 through the inspector to observe the collision and sliding in slow motion. This concludes our section on implementing jumping obstacles. In the next section, we will focus on enabling coin collection.